Good afternoon, Real with Robo. Man, it must be the day when I just go ahead and find all the hate stories on my Facebook feed. Here's another story that wasn't told. It happened August 20th. Well, probably before that, but that's the day that she got fired and arrested. So let's check this out. A daycare worker caught slapping a 5-year-old and throwing him to the floor twice, then gently caring for the other child who was fighting as well over the toy. So one child she threw to the floor and slapped him across the face, and the other child she took him to the side and gently cared for him. You guys know something's up when I say stuff like this, right? Oh yeah, something's a brewing. So let's find out what something is brewing. At Carolot Daycare Center, Tiana McElveen was caught on video. Okay? Tiana McElveen. Anybody want to guess what is going to go on in this video? Let me give you a hint. She's black. One child was white, the other child was black. She also was confronted and got fired for putting kids' food on the floor and telling them to eat like dogs. But wait, Robo, you said there was something racist about this. And we know you're holding your temper because we know one of your hot buttons, the ones you don't press, is abusiveness toward kids by anyone. You're damn right. My people know me well. You're damn right. So let's check out this bitch, shall we? This bitch, black woman, big fat tank looking hoe. She wants to come in to break up a fight. A little white boy and a little black boy was fighting. She slapped the shit out of the little white boy, threw him to the floor. He started kicking and screaming because apparently he was wounded by this Amazonian bitch, this gargantua bitch. And then she picked him up by his hands, elongated his arms, which we all know as parents can pull a kid's arms out of socket, but what the fuck does this bitch care? And you can see it was none too gently either. She snatched him up by his hands and threw him in front of another daycare worker who was also black, who did not stop her. And probably only told on her when she got caught because she didn't want to get fired too. I hope these bitches never procreate, and the other bitch should have been held as an accessory. Then the bitch, Tiana, went over to the little black boy, guided him aside, gentle as you please. Go Google this story, watch the video. And gently rubbed his face and made sure he was okay. SHAUN KING, BLM, Antifa, mayors of democratic cities that are allowing rioters and quote-unquote mostly peaceful protesters to burn down your cities and get away with it. LEBRON James, I'm calling all of you out. This bitch was probably empowered by the rhetoric, the venomous puke you spew, and the racial hate. She was arrested and released on $1,500 bail. This happened August 20th. Why has no one heard about it? Oh wait, That's right, because she's black and the kid was white. One of the fathers, they said, why don't we just tell the truth? The father of the black boy said, if that was my kid, I would have been pissed. Oh, okay. Okay. So you're not mad because it was a child that went to your fucking daycare with your fucking son. But just as long as he was white, it's okay. It's fine. No problem. Not a word, not a peep, not nothing from no one. Because now, not is it only okay to destroy, decimate, and degrade innocent adults, both black and white. Because you're on the side that SHAUN King is on, that LeBron James is on, that this bitch clearly is on. Fucking cunt. And I wouldn't care if the roles were reversed. I do not fucking approve of child abuse or hurting a child in any damn manner. This bitch should get the electric chair. That's how serious it is. I am fucking livid and I'm trying to hold my temper because it is not good for my fibromyalgia. It happened in Sumter, South Carolina. Now, if that was a white woman during these times that did that to a black child, Robo would be just as livid. However, Sumter, South Carolina would probably be reduced. Oh, wait, that's right. It's probably a Republican state, Republican city, and a Republican everything. So the riots probably would have went on, but I'm damn sure that there would have been one that was trying to be thrown. And all this bitch is getting charged with is being mean to a child, hurting a child. She should be charged, as well as the onlooker, the stupid bitch that stood by and did absolutely nothing. Which proves my point, that it was political, that it was because of what SHAUN King and LeBron James and the rest of you fucking tards spew that empowered this bitch. She should be charged, and the other one should be as well charged as an accessory and a co-conspirator. Because I guarantee you, she said nothing until they checked all the videotapes. They should be charged with child abuse, child endangerment, and a race hate crime. There is going to come a day, and I promise you, if this shit continues, where people that were not racist are going to be racist. Where white people will not even pull over to the side of the road to help any black person with anything. You want to talk about injustice, inequality, and racism in America? Go watch that fucking video. You tell me what you think. As for you, Tiana McElveen, and the bitch that was standing next to her and allowed this to happen, ho, you are on the top of my shit list. But I do not encourage violence. I do not encourage retribution. I do not encourage anything but allowing justice to take its course. The father of the black kid didn't worry that his son went to the same daycare as the white kid because he already knew black and white. Whites are wrong. Whites get fucked up, and it's okay because white. If that was my son, I would have been pissed. It ain't my son, and I am fucking livid, and it ain't because I'm white. If the roles were reversed, I'd be just as livid and be... I'm a bite my tongue. I'm a bite my tongue. Because I do not believe in violence. I do not believe in violence, Lord Jesus. I don't believe in violence nor calling for violence, but this bitch need her ass motherfucking whooped. And I hope when she goes to jail and everybody hear what she did, I hope she does get jailhouse justice. Get thrown around like she threw around that little baby. You guys would riot, burn down your cities, destroy black-owned businesses and black neighborhoods for a goddamn, and I said it, goddamned fucking loser, petty, shithead criminal who was going for a knife, who disobeyed and resisted arrest, and yet got given the folded flag. Usually that honor is given to people who die in the service of their country, not in the commission of a crime. Yet you can't report about 3 people getting shot, murdered, and wounded, and a little baby getting thrown around by a fucking silverback fucking big-ass ape. And by the way, that's not a racial comment. She looks like a silverback ape. But you would burn down a goddamn city for a criminal. And yet, nothing for the injustice, the abuse, the horror this little kid felt. And the way this bitch threw their food in the floor and told them to eat like dogs. I guarantee you she did not do that to the black children. And yet, SHAUN King, LeBron James, you pathetic pieces of shit, you have the nerve to say we're afraid to leave our houses because we might be lynched. Well, you know what? White people are afraid to do anything because we might get put in jail unduly, because we might lose our jobs, or because our children might be abused by black people. The only thing stopping me from becoming racist is the fact that I have 4 beautiful mixed children, and I am praying to God, I am hoping to God that what I have taught them in their lives, they will change the fucking world from what it is now. I have hope in the future, and I lay it on the shoulders of my black children and other black children and other white children that are raised by parents like me. It is not acceptable. It is not okay, no matter the color of the child or your color, to abuse a child, to hurt a child, to throw a child around, to slap a child. Because you know what? If that was my child, she wouldn't have to worry about losing her job or going to jail. I would be in prison for first-degree ripping off her fucking head, puking down her chest cavity, tearing off her arms, beating her and her fucking tag-along, stand there, do nothing, bitch, with them. And then put my foot so far up the other bitch's ass, it'll take the jaws of life to pry it loose. However, I do not condone violence. Therefore, let justice be found for that little child and for all the little children that felt the abuse underneath this petty ass bitch that was empowered by sorry sacks of shit like SHAUN King and LeBron James. I swear to God, one day, if not for children raised by people like me, and they actually change the world and stop this shit and prove that the injustice, inequality, and racism in America isn't against white people like it is. So bypass me with that bullshit. I swear one day